welcome to the Mind Fuck Podcast. Yay! welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for taking time out to hang out with me. I am over grateful you're here. My name is Wonu Alishe, and sometimes I do go by Amazing Soul. Welcome. SCK stands for fun, compassion, and kindness. And on the Mindfuck podcast, what we essentially talk about is nervous system regulation, how to build trust safely between your brain and your body, and also starting to remember parts of ourselves we may have forgotten along the journey. So we also do have like a mini tradition that we do right before we start the podcast. It's a list that I titled Reminders to Being Human. Now, the intention behind reading that list before I start the show is to remind myself, but also in the hopes of reminding you on your journey. All right. Reminders to being human. Have fun along the journey. Show yourself compassion. Be kind to others. Being complex and being simple can hold true in the same breath. Stay curious. Hold space for pauses. Hold space for not knowing. Never underestimate the power of silence. Nature has a lot of wisdom. Pay attention. There is power in we than I. If nothing else makes sense, come back to love. Pain is our greatest teacher. And the very last one, never underestimate your ripple of existence. Yay! All right, now let's get into the fun part of the show. All right, I want you to picture something simple. It's a random Tuesday morning, nothing special. Your alarm goes off maybe a little earlier than your body wants. You open your eyes, and before your feet even touches the ground, your mind is already moving. And you're already telling yourself, okay, what do I need to do today? Did I respond to that message yesterday? What if that thing doesn't work out? Okay, should I follow up that email again? Right? Those are the thoughts that are going through your mind, laying on the bed once you wake up. You haven't even sat up yet, but your body already feels slightly tight, like something is being held. Now, I want you to pause right there because this moment right here, this is where control quietly lives. It's not in some big dramatic way, but in these small, everyday moments of our lives. I want to talk to you today about letting go, but not in that vague, floaty way people say it. Not just let go, not detach, not trust the process without no context. No. I want to actually talk to you about what it actually feels like when your whole body wants control and you don't even know how to release it. That's what I want to talk to you about today because I know that feeling too well, my friend. Because there was a time in my life, right, especially after I transitioned out of the army in 2022. At that time in my life, everything in my life felt very uncertain. I mean, my structure was gone, my routine was gone, my identity was in question. And on top of that, my body was dealing with excruciating pain. My sleep was all over the place. Some nights I was getting 2-3 hours of sleep back then. Some nights I would just lie there on my bed staring at the ceiling. And I remember this one very specific night. It probably was around like 3 a.m. And I kept checking the time over and over and over and over again. And I was lying on my back. My phone was next to me. My mind was racing. And I kept thinking, if I don't sleep, tomorrow is going to be so messed up for me. If tomorrow is messed up for me, everything starts to fall apart. And if everything starts to fall apart, what does that say about me? And just as those thoughts were going through my mind in that moment, I wasn't just trying to sleep. I literally was trying to control the outcome of tomorrow. I was trying to control how I would feel tomorrow. I was trying to control my future, all from my bed at 3 a.m. in the morning. And the more I tried to control it, the more awake my body became. The more tense my body felt. The more frustrated I got. Do you see, my friend? This is the part we don't talk about enough. Control doesn't feel like power. No, control feels like pressure on the body. So when people say, or when we say let go, your mind hears lose control. Your body goes absolutely fucking not. Tension, pressure. Do you see? Because your body has learned over the years, control equals safety, even if it doesn't actually feel safe. Now, let me slow this down to you, my friend, because letting go is not what you think it is. No, letting go is not that you don't care anymore. No, letting go is not that you're not trying. Letting go is not that you're being passive. Letting go is not giving up. That's not letting go. That is disengaging. Now, let me tell you what letting go is. Letting go is when you stop gripping so tightly in moments where gripping is actually making things worse in your life. And this is the tricky part. You don't realize you're gripping because it feels normal to your body. Now, I want to show you how this shows up in real everyday life. Let's just say you send a message, a very simple text message, nothing dramatic. And then the other person doesn't reply. So what does your mind start to do? The thoughts, right? Did I say something wrong? Are they okay? Maybe I should send another message to them. Okay, maybe I need to explain myself better. And without realizing it, you start to control how the other person responds to your message. So what do? You check your phone again and again and again, over and over. That feeling in your chest, that slight restlessness while you're waiting for the other person's response, that, my friend, is control. Now, here's the part I had to learn in my life the very hard way. You see, the thing is, the more you try to control someone else's response, the more you lose connection with yourself. I'm going to say that again very slowly, my friend. The more you try to control something outside of you, the more disconnected you become inside of you. I'll tell you this because I have lived that for so many years in my life. There were moments where I would send a simple text message and I would literally keep my phone in my hand, waiting, refreshing, checking again and again and again. It wasn't because I needed the response. No, it was because my mind needed certainty. And when that certainty did not come, my body automatically would tighten. My thoughts would start to spiral. And my brain will start to create stories. Now, here's the shift, my friend. Truly letting go started to look like this for me. It looked like after sending a text message, putting my phone down, not because I did not care, but because I noticed holding my phone wasn't helping me. That's it. Simple, but not easy. Simple, but not easy. Let me give you another example. Let's just say you're working on something, right? Maybe it's your business, maybe it's a social media post, or maybe it's just an idea that you're just floating around. And you really spend time on it. I mean, you put your heart into it. And you hit post on Instagram or you hit post on YouTube. And then cricket, nothing. No likes, no interaction, no comment, no messages, nothing. Dead silence. And your mind immediately goes, okay, was that not good enough? Did I say it right? Should I have said it differently? Maybe I need to tweak my voice. Your mind starts to spiral. And again, you start trying to control the outcome. But here's what I started to notice in my own life. Every time I tried to control how something was received, I started to lose the honesty in how I truly expressed it from my heart. I started to adjust myself. I started to tweak my voice. I started to overthink every fucking time. And slowly, my friend, it stopped feeling like who I really was. It stopped feeling like me. That's the hidden cost of control, my friend. You trade your authenticity for the hope of a predictable outcome. That's what happens when you try to control everything in your life. And it never actually feels satisfying, even when it works. So, what does letting go actually look like here? Letting go looks like you post something on social media and then you step away. That's what letting go looks like. It's not because you don't care, but because you have done your part. Do you see? And staying there, refreshing, checking over and over, analyzing what could have gone wrong isn't adding anything to that experience. Nothing at all. Now, I want us to go a bit deeper here because letting go also shows up in your body. Let's just say you're lying in bed again, a different night, and your mind starts running loops. Same patterns, just start running loops. Same thought process, but this time, instead of trying to force yourself to go to sleep, you notice something. You notice yourself, oh my God, my body feels tight right now. Okay, my chest feels a little heavy. My jaw is slightly clenched, right? And instead of trying to fix that sensation you're feeling in real time, you just notice it. You become aware of what's going on in your body as you lie down on the bed. For me, my friend, that was one of the hardest things for me to do because I was so used to doing, fixing, trying to control everything in my life. It was hard as fuck initially, but just noticing it felt like doing nothing. And doing nothing for me back then felt unsafe as fuck. But the beauty about this is over time, as I started practicing this over and over and over again, just lying there, I'm saying internally to myself, okay, I am noticing the sensation in my chest area. Okay, just noticing it. Not trying to change what was happening, not trying to calm myself down, not even trying to label what was happening to me. No, just fucking noticing it. You see, my friend, the key on this journey is fucking awareness. It's so powerful. And it's simple, but not easy. And what I realized was this: the moment I stopped trying to control the sensation in my body slowly started to soften on its own. That's the power of your body's intelligence, your nervous system intelligence. It's not instantly, not dramatically, but gradually over time. Your body is intelligent as fuck. That, my friend, is letting go. It's not forcing yourself to relax. No, it's removing the pressure that is keeping your body tense. That is letting go. Now, let me be honest for a second here. There's a part of you that still wants control. That is absolutely normal. That is human. And even if you're listening to this right now, my friend, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, how do I let go perfectly? How do I do this right? Oh, and that right there is control again. Think about it. Letting go is not something you master once. No, that's not how it works. Letting go is something you notice again and again and again in small, everyday lived moments. Letting go is when you catch yourself refreshing your social media page. Letting go is when you catch yourself rewriting that message. Letting go is when you catch yourself overthinking that condition. Letting go is when you catch yourself trying to predict every outcome in your life. And instead of judging yourself for it, you pause and you ask yourself, is holding this tightly helping me right now in this moment? Because that question changed a lot of shit for me in my life. Because most of the time, the answer was always no. That's the truth. And from there, I will do something small. Poquito in Spanish. I will put my phone down, take a breath, take a normal breath, and I will look around the room I'm at and feel my feet on the ground for a few seconds, not to fix anything, but to come back to myself, to come back to my body. Because what control does, control pulls you out of the present moment. Letting go brings you back into the present moment. And I know, my friend, this can feel uncomfortable as fuck initially. Because when you let go, what happens is there is space in your mind, in your body, a quiet, subtle space. And your mind, what it does, your mind might rush to filling the space. It's just being human. But that space is where your body starts to feel safe again. I have seen this play out in my own life with my sleep, with my relationship, with my work. And the less I tried to control every outcome in my life, the more ease started to show up in my life. That's the beauty of letting go. Not because everything became perfect. No, far from it. But because I wasn't fighting everything anymore. And that's the part I want you to really hear, my friend. Letting go is not about life becoming smooth. No. Far from it. Letting go, it's about you not resisting every wave that comes up into your life, because wave will still come. That is life. Uncertainty will still come. That is life, my friend. Delays will still happen. That is life. People will still respond in ways you don't expect. That is life. But you don't have to grip every single moment. You don't have to carry everything. You don't have to solve everything immediately, my friend. Sometimes, my friend, letting go, truly letting go, is simply this. You notice the urge to control, and instead of following that urge, you pause. just for a moment. Just for a moment. And in that pause, my friend, oof, that pause, you give your body a different experience. Not force, not pressure, not fucking urgency. No, just space. That pause, that window. And over time, that is the power of awareness, my friend. That space starts to feel safer than control. That is the power of awareness. Not all at once, but slowly, over time, cumulatively. So if you're listening to this, my friend, and you feel like everything in you wants to control right now, I urge you, I invite you today to start small. Don't try to let go of everything. No, because that can be overwhelming to your nervous system. It can. Just notice one moment today, in this moment. Maybe when you check your phone again, maybe when you start overthinking something, maybe when your body feels tight. Notice. Notice what's happening in real time. And in that moment of noticing, just fucking pause. That's it. That's the invitation today, my friend. You don't need to fix it. No. You don't need to solve it. You don't need to do it perfectly either. You just need to be a human being navigating life from moment to moment. That's it, a human being. Give yourself that permission. Just pause. Because sometimes, my friend, letting go starts with one small moment where you choose not to grip life so tightly or things happening in your life. And that, my friend, that's enough. That is enough for now. I do hope on your journey, you give yourself permission to be human. You give yourself permission to trust the process while life unfolds in front of you. And it's that here and now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. Thank you.